What is going on, people? My name is Frank.
My name's Tariq.
And welcome back to the FT show.
The full-time show. Today's episode, we're talking all things Premier League. We're going to be talking about some results, some upcoming fixtures. We're going to be talking about his team and United. We've got a good episode coming.
I'm absolutely buzzing to talk about my team. And we're going to get into that in just a minute.
Their first win in how many months? But we moved.
Listen, it doesn't matter how long it took us to win. We've won. We've won a game.
I was looking before the game. I was looking and I saw that you lot were actually closer to the relegation zone than top four.
Oh,
and that's crazy.
I know. I think there was at some points in the game. I didn't go to the game, but there was some points in the game. Apparently, we started singing "We're Staying Up."
You need to reach the 40-point mark.
Big Sam's coming.
Yeah, that's what you need, Big Sam, to get out the players. But yeah, that's going to be our episode today. Alright guys, we're going to start with the Premier League results, starting from yesterday's result. Arsenal versus West Ham, or should I say West Ham versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal winning 3-1, as much as it hurts me to say. The first half of that game, after Obama scored, I was thinking, here we go again.
Did you see the picture that I put up of me and Obama?
Oh yeah.
That was the first footballer I got a picture with, and he's come back to haunt me. Literally, they scored that goal, and I'm not sure if you guys saw my reaction, but if you hadn't seen it, you missed out. Let's just say that.
I was thinking same old Arsenal. I was getting ready to set my alarm for Arsenal Fan TV, the usual. And then second half, they decided to put on a little display. Pepe getting his long-awaited goal.
I don't know what happened yet, but we just come alive.
No, he was playing West Ham. That's what happened.
No.
That is exactly what happened.
It doesn't matter if we were playing West Ham because
you was playing West Ham because West Ham are just a poor side.
In the form that we're in, regardless of how poor the side is, they're always going to cause us a problem.
As soon as your first goal went in, your first goal to make it 1-1, West Ham gave up. They just stopped attacking. Their intensity went. It's like, if you lot didn't win that game, then we're actually talking about relegation.
I think it was. They got gas because they went 1-0 up, and then when they've got 1-1,
they were thinking, now we have to work hard again.
We might as well lose because to get him out.
Yeah, Pellegrini.
He's done.
Didn't he win the Premier League with City?
He won the Premier League with City. It obviously,
he can't be that clueless.
Then United done it, and then City done it again. He won that one. The season that Suarez got the golden boot in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Pellegrini, he's fell off. I think he's gonna be the next to get sacked, to be honest. Before Oli.
Do you think after that he's done in the Premier League?
I think he's done. Yeah.
Because what job could he really get? Because I feel like there's the top 4, then there's the top 6. But I'm thinking even there's 7, 8, 9. They're all looking in contention to. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't put it past Wolves to actually secure a Europa League spot. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Then you've got Leicester who are looking like they're going to get top 4. So now the top 6 is looking at the top 8. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think he'll be getting any of them sides. Maybe Sheffield.
He might drop to He might drop to Championship level.
I feel like he would never go Champions. He would just go abroad because he's an international coach.
It's that South American manager thing, innit? But moving on from the West Ham result, there's one I want to talk about in particular. It's Aston Villa 1, Leicester 4.
It's crazy.
The more and more I talk about this Leicester team, the closer and closer I am to thinking they can challenge Liverpool.
The same Aston Villa that drew with United at home.
No, but it's not even about the fact that they played Villa. It's just the fact that Leicester are doing a madness. And we've said this every single week since we've started this show. I am at the point now where, first of all, I didn't think they were going to get Champions League football. Yeah. Then I thought, alright, they're going to get top 4.
Yeah.
I genuinely think they are contending with Liverpool this year.
Because they're the one of them teams where it's like, you know, when you go away from home, there's going to be a period of 10-15 minutes where it's just going to be constant pressure. The teams are coming, the fans are on you. But it's like they know how to withstand that, and at the end of it, they might just get a goal, they might just nick a goal, and then they're in control again. Then they'll get another one, then they'll get another one. 4-1 against Aston Villa. That is a decent result, and
obviously,
all them players are just...
The main man we've got to talk about in that game is Jamie Vardy. This guy,
top goal scorer in the league.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Mane, Aubameyang and Salah only got 22 goals last season, innit, to get the golden boot.
Yeah.
This man's got 16, 17 already. I think we're looking at a 30 goal.
No, 100%, because he doesn't look like stopping scoring unless he gets injured.
Man is chasing his own record. I think it was 11 consecutive games.
Yeah, 11 consecutive.
He's on 8 games now. Do you think he's going to break it?
He could, because it's like Leicester are scoring they're not winning games 1-0 or 2-1. They're scoring for fun at the moment.
They're battering teams.
As in they're scoring
9-0, 2-0, 4-1.
Oh yeah, they did get there 9-0. Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. They're not winning the occasional 1-0, 2-0. They are battering teams left, right and centre.
And it's a bit scary to watch because you're thinking, wait a minute.
Do you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say this.
What?
They reminded me of City last year. with the scorelines and stuff. Because they're just dominating.
Nah, but I still think with Leicester, the only difference is with City, you know that it's just a class. But with Leicester, it's more of a team thing. So when they do have an off day, which you could say is just inevitable, I don't think as good as Vardy is, he's just not that player that can get you out of it as much as Aguero could.
Do you not think?
I don't know, because Aguero can score them clutch goals, but with Vardy, it's like Maddison or Tielemans do need to play him free. He's not going to score in them tight spaces. When he's throwing goal one-on-one, you back him. But if the whole team's not at it, it's like he's a bit, do you know what I mean? I feel like he's a bit starved for chances, do you know what I mean? But when you have a team like City, you've got De Bruyne, you've got Sterling. With Aguero, chances are just going to come anyway, even if everyone's having an off day. Do you know what I mean? I just don't feel like it's the same with Leicester. I feel like everyone has to be on it for them to get a result. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. Well, listen, regardless of what happens from now on till the end of the season, Brendan Rodgers has to be in contention for manager of the season.
You don't know, because he could just completely just go off and not even get top 4, and then people might look at it and think, okay, Leicester didn't get top 4, they had a good start to the season.
But regardless,
but they should really be getting top 4.
Regardless, even if they was to drop down, say, get a Europa League place, that's still amazing.
You can't get the reason why I wouldn't give a manager of the season for that is because of look how they're playing now. So if you drop off so bad to get, because now we're talking about in contention for challenging Liverpool for the league. So if you drop off so bad to Europa, you can't be looking at manager of the, do you know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. Well, listen, speaking about Liverpool,
let us know, where do you think Leicester will finish? Do you think they're going to get top 4? Do you think they can win the league? Do you think they're going to get Europa League? And what do you think about Brendan Rodgers? I feel like this might be his big break. If he does a mad thing with Leicester and a big club comes calling, that might be, because it's like after he lost the league with Liverpool, it's like he went Scottish Premier League.
Do you know how mad it would be if he beats Liverpool to the league after managing them?
It would be crazy stuff.
It would actually be mental, but listen.
And Henderson slips.
Oh, that would be brilliant. But listen, we're going to get into more results now. The big one this week, one of the big ones, should I say, Everton 3, Chelsea 1.
Yeah.
Duncan Ferguson's
he looks like a proper hooligan.
He's a proper mentalist, isn't he?
Proper hooligan running up and down. How much of that do you think was just...
Man started hugging ball boys and that.
How much of that do you think was an act or...
No, because he's an Everton guy, isn't it? He's an Everton guy. But what I found fascinating is that the fact that they're looking at becoming Everton in the next few days.
No, I don't think that'll happen.
Listen, Sky Sports have reported it, so it's going to happen.
I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that'll happen at all.
But listen, we don't have to talk about Unai Emery right now. What happened to Chelsea in that game?
Nah, but I feel like when you're away from home, they got a new manager, they got that extra little... Chelsea haven't been on a good run of form. Didn't they just lose to West Ham and then beat Aston Villa?
That's true. That's true.
It's like... That's always going to be a hard game, but you can see the walls are starting to... In the Chelsea camp. They were having a nice time, but now it's starting to shake a little bit. Do
you not feel like this is just like a shaky period, or do you think this is we're gonna start to see this throughout the season? These levels of inconsistency from Chelsea, winning the game, then losing the next week, then winning, then drawing.
Do you know what it is? When Lampard first came, it was clear to see that it was a honeymoon period. He was playing the young guys. They were just winning games. But it's like now the ship is starting to sway. It's like now we're going to see what the players are really made of and how much they're really playing for Lampard. Because it's so easy for them to just, it's not going well, and then go back to how they were under Sarri, or go back to not working hard. So he could easily just steady the ship, and then they're going to carry on getting results out of games where you should be getting results. Or it could just go tits up, and then it's like they're losing games they should be winning, and then end up 5th, 6th. Do you know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see. I feel like over the Christmas period, that's where the weeks are just saturated with games. I think like Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Monday, New Year's, Boxing Day. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I think after the Christmas period, you're gonna really see where teams really are. And we're looking at Arsenal's fixtures, which we'll get onto. Yeah. This is just an example. Their fixtures, after the end of them fixtures, they could be in a terrible place. Do you know what I mean?
As excited as I am after getting our first win in 2 months, I'm going to keep saying it. Because
next game, City.
It's a joke. Listen, put it this way.
We'll get onto that. We'll get onto
that later. We're going to keep on with these results. We're going to talk about your boys now.
Spurs 5. Come on, you Spurs.
Spurs 5, Burnley 0. Now, I'm going to say this.
Spurs 5.
Before we get into this,
Burnley 0. What's the score?
Spurs 5, Burnley 0. I've got some shame in mentioning it, but it's well done, innit? But I want to say, I have seen about 40 angles of this Heung-min Son goal.
What, the goal of the season?
So far, it's December.
So is it the goal of the season?
So far, yeah.
So it's yes or no? Is it the goal of the season?
So far, yeah.
No, I don't want to hear so far. Is it the goal of the season?
Well, yeah. Technically, no.
No. How can you say no? You said so far, which means yes.
Yeah, but it's not the goal of the season because we've not decided goal of the season.
No, but is it the goal of the season? For you, is it the goal of the season?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen in January.
No, I'm saying
March,
right now.
I'm
saying right now. Is it the goal of the season?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted you to say. You could have just said it earlier, Frank. But I understand on the Tottenham Instagram, I've seen like 4 or 5 different posts about that goal. It was that good, but come on, guys, let's tone it down a bit. It is just Burnley. But to be honest, that was just a convincing win. 5-0, clean sheet. Like, you can't ask for more, to be honest. Especially coming back from that disappointing fixture against United. After that game, I was livid. I went Old Trafford.
Imagine going to
that
Old Trafford
journey
to see your team.
And it's not even like, the thing is, if we lost, it's like, I would have just enjoyed the experience away.
But the thing is, you actually
played poor. We showed
trash.
nothing. Then Lally scored a decent goal and a good goal, and after that there was nothing. We showed nothing. I was livid after that. But then to come back to your home fans, get a 5-0 win. Troy Parrott gets his Premier League debut. We see a bit of Ryan Sessegnon and a bit of Olivier Skip. It was nice. It was a nice result, 5-0. But who have we got next? We've got
who have you got next?
I want to say Bournemouth.
Who have you got next? I'm going to check the fixtures right now.
I actually want to say Bournemouth.
Who is it? You got Wolves next away.
Wolves away.
That's going to be a hard game. We'll get onto our Premier League preview.
With Wolves, and this is what I'm saying. Yeah. This is the type of game that it could be a little speed bump, but if you get over it, it tells a lot about the team. Because I don't want to start comparing Mourinho to Poch, but this is the type of game that when Poch was here, he'll just lose it like 2-1. Like, we'll probably go 1-0 ahead, then they'll score 2 goals in the second half. But if Mourinho could get us 3 points, that's going to be a massive 3 points going into the saturated Christmas period. So yeah, I'm happy with that result, to be honest. Like, Harry Kane 2 bangers, Son a banger, Sissoko even getting another goal. That's 2-2 now.
This kid could talk for the whole Tottenham fan base, by the way. Moving on, this is the big one that we have to talk about. Manchester City 1,
United 2.
Manchester United 2. It looks like Ole is back at the wheel.
They just know how to pull it out of the bag. I don't know. They know how to pull it out of the bag in the big
fixtures. It's just a situation of they've beat. Not only have they beat Tottenham, but they've defeated the reigning champions.
No, but you know, it's just not the same City. As much as they did beat and dominate City in the first half. City. It is true. City did beat us this year, and City are going to beat.
But the thing is, what I want to know is this just a situation of Man United again going for a good run of form, or was City just bad in that game? What do you think it was down to?
No, because it's tricky, innit? Because with United, it's like every big game this season, they've turned up. Regardless of anything, they've turned up. Against you lot, I think you lot drew 1-1, was it?
Yeah.
And it's like they were going for a bad run of form. Against Liverpool, they got a draw against Liverpool when nearly all their players were injured. No one thought they were going to get a draw. They beat us and they beat City. They beat Chelsea 4-0, do you know what I mean? That's all the big teams. But then the lower teams, they're drawing with Sheffield United, drawing with Aston Villa. Like, it's like, I feel like, as I said, the Christmas period, that's where we're going to see really where it is, because they could just literally use this, kick on, Ole's at the wall, everyone's singing happy. Or they could go back to, I don't know who they're playing next week, but they can go back to drawing or losing that game.
Everton at home.
Everton at home, that's a game that they could really lose. They could really lose that game. Do you know what I mean? If it's the United that are drawing with Sheffield and drawing with Aston Villa. But if it's the United that were playing Tottenham, they could win that game. So I feel like you just have to wait and see. The Premier League is a waiting game, to be honest. I don't know, they're a bit janky, that team, because I don't know how you can...
So I've never heard that word before in my life. Janky.
Yeah, it's like they're weird, they're like... Do you know what I mean? Because how can you go from what, drawing with Sheffield United and Aston Villa to beating Spurs, informed Spurs, by the way. This is not a normal Spurs, this is an informed Spurs. I'm not even, like, informed Spurs and City with all that quality. First half, they literally tore them to pieces. Second half, City just couldn't break them down. Like, that's a good performance. Like, that's a performance you would want from your United team. You would want to go and get a couple goals and defend well. Like, that's what you would want in an away game against City. Do you know what I mean? And they've done that. So it's like, if they don't win the next couple of games or win against the lowest teams, you have to like ask the question, like, what are the players really doing then? Because we know you can do it. Do you know what I mean?
It's just about showing it consistently, innit?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so next we're going to be talking about two teams that we have actually just spoken about in that review. Arsenal and Manchester United. Both teams have won a game. First of all, that's if you would have said that 10 years ago, that would have sounded mental to think like it's such a shock that these teams have won a game. But in 2019, Arsenal mainly, and Manchester United are struggling to win games. Yeah. Arsenal, of course, beat West Ham 3-1, and then Manchester United pulled it out and beat City. Now, I want to talk about the Arsenal one first of all, because you don't understand, how I'd actually forgot the winning feeling. I genuinely forgot what it felt like to win. Honestly, people, October the 6th was our last win before that West Ham game. Bournemouth at home, 1-0, and even that's not convincing. Freddie, I love you. All right, I know you didn't get off to a good start.
I think you should get the job permanently.
I know we're linked with that Bordeaux manager. I don't have a Scooby-Doo who he is. I don't have a clue who he is, and I said it in the comments of that post. We might as well just keep Freddie, because if this is the kind of people that we're going to be getting linked with,
Ole 2.0.
I don't think he's going to be. I really don't think he's going to be, because I keep saying it. The problem that Manchester United had with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is they offered him that contract way too quick. Arsenal can avoid all of that by just waiting until the end of the season. It's as simple as that. We're not going to be attracting any of the big managers right now. And the reason behind that is because we're not even going to be in the top 10 by the start of next year. Because what I want to talk about is the fixtures that we've got until January the 1st.
Scary to be.
We have got City on the 15th, 2 days after my birthday, for a present. Please
obviously, don't forget you're playing on Thursday in the Emmerdale Cup. Next.
We've got Europa League game on Thursday, which we should win. Hopefully we don't lose that one, because
Wait, didn't you lose our last Europa League game?
We lost our last Europa League
ahead.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
I'm sure
no, he was. Yeah, we was. But shut up. And then we've got City after the Europa League game. We've got City. Then
City at
home.
That's a spanking. We're talking 3-4-0.
Then we've got Everton away. That's a slippery one. Then we've got Chelsea at home, and then on New Year's Day,
Bournemouth away first.
Bournemouth away after that. Then we've got Chelsea at home, and then on New Year's Day we have Manchester United at home. I can see 4 points out of all of those games.
And where 4 points.
Bournemouth W, and an Everton draw. Because we're not beating City, we're not beating Chelsea, and somehow we will not beat Manchester United at home.
It's scary to be an Arsenal fan right now. But the thing is, it's like, I feel like you've won 3-1. Like, if this is the motivation they need, they got the winning feeling back. I was thinking at full time and that, when everyone was just smiling and happy that you beat West Ham.
Do you know what the problem is though? We've got this winning feeling back, and we're like, City, right.
No, like you should take pride in the fact that Man United just beat City.
This is what I'm saying. So we're celebrating and we go, City. Oh wait, we got Everton. Chelsea. Okay.
United.
See what I mean?
It's scary.
Do you see the problems?
It's scary to be an Arsenal fan right now. What is your realistic predictions for this season? Like, where do you want to see? Where do you think that you'll finish? Realistically.
Maximum 6th.
It's crazy.
Maximum at this point.
So you're not going to see Champions League for nothing?
Nah, I don't think we are. And I'm being completely honest here.
How does that? No, I'm not even trying to troll right now. Yeah, but how does it feel like just not being in the Champions League?
Well, to be honest, first of all, I've never actually been to a Champions League game. That's how long it's been.
I went to one.
That's how long it's been.
The sounds in the stadium, the best stadium in Europe.
I genuinely forgot what it feels like. I've genuinely forgot what it feels like to be a
Champions
Champions
League. Because what happens is, all that's going to happen is they're going to get in the Champions League, then they're going to get drawn with Bayern.
We're going to lose 5-1.
Then we know what happens
again.
then.
But you know what I've deeped, yeah? If Liverpool get knocked out of the Champions League, we're going full well we're drawing Liverpool, innit? At some point. And
even if you don't, you're going to buck them.
Battered! We're going to get battered.
Because even in that group, Salzburg, Napoli and Liverpool, I would even put money on any of them teams to beat you guys over 2 legs. I just would.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, we've proved that, because last year we had Napoli and we wiped the floor with them. Completely wiped the floor.
It's actually true. I can't take anything away from that. It's true though, it's true. Do you know what? You're going to just see in it. Like, we're just going to see.
After the New Year period, ask me the same question. After all of these fixtures have gone, and I'll probably still give you the same answer.
I need to put Arsenal Fan TV in my calendar, because I know that's what I'm going to be watching during this
Look in my eyes, people.
Christmas period.
I'm being as honest as I possibly can. Arsenal, we're not going to see Champions League for a while at this rate. And I don't blame you, Freddie Lundberg. It's the players on the pitch. It's as simple as. It's simple as.
What about United? Let's look at
United.
They've
right.
got,
on the other hand,
they've got an Emmerdale Cup game on Thursday, followed by Everton. They've got Everton as well as you. Then they've got the League Cups. I think what's that? The FA Cup or Carabao?
That's the league. That's the League Cup. That's the Carabao.
So they got the Carabao Cup against Colchester, the team that knocked us out.
Yeah, thank you for saying it, so I didn't have to. By the way, because I would have just.
Then they got Watford. They got Watford away.
Yeah.
That could be a slippery run, but Watford are bottom of the league.
Listen, with United, when it comes to United, and let's just talk Premier League because they don't really care about the League Cup unless they win it. I don't think any team cares about the League Cup unless they win it. To be honest, after these 2 games against Spurs and City, they're looking promising, and I feel like they're on a high right now, and they're not going to come down from this high to at least March, April time. So I think we can see a resurgence of Manchester United.
What, you think it's going to go on for that long?
No, I don't know.
Do you know what it is? I feel like when you lose, it's like you got the mentality of losing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like all it takes is one loss. Do you know what it is? Especially because when you work in a team, it's like mentality is something that you need to work on. So when you got games coming thick and fast, I'm talking every 3 days. You don't even have time to regroup and talk about mentality. So it's like once you lose one game, you're going into that game with the losing mindset. Do you know what I mean? Then you'll lose that game. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you do have to start how you need to go on.
But what I'm looking at now is it's hard because you look at what games that they have won, like I've just said, and you think surely if you can beat an informed Tottenham, and then they're an out of form City, but they're still better than an informed United.
That's true.
Regardless,
that's true.
If you can beat those 2 teams, surely you've got to have something going right for you. That's the way you've got to look at it.
It is down to the players, isn't it? And it's gonna be a big time for Oli because he can't just right now before them 2 games. It's like, oh, it's Oli next. Now no one's really talking about.
Do you know what it is? I kept saying that Ole's going to get sacked before Christmas. Those 2 games have saved his job for another month.
For at least another month. Yeah.
It's as simple as.
It's crazy stuff. So realistically, the current form, I would say Everton. That's 2-0, 2-1. I feel like they would win that. Whether they scrape it or not, I feel like they will get the 3 points. Colchester, they will probably win that.
Yeah, let's not worry about the Colchester game.
Watford away.
They've got to win that. They've got to win that.
Newcastle beat them this season.
Listen, I don't think Everton's going to be the problem. I think that Newcastle game's going to be the problem. That Newcastle game's going to be the problem because Newcastle was just such a banana pill for most teams. Most teams in the Premier League.
They're a bit weird. Then they got Burnley away.
Burnley done out here.
So I don't know. I feel like they got a better running than you guys.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe I'm going to retract my statement because I say maximum 6 for us, and I think. No, not even, because the way I've got to look at it, this is what I think is going to happen in the league. I think it'll be Liverpool win, Leicester second, and I can't believe I've just said that, by the way. Chelsea third.
We think City are fourth.
Sorry. City third, Chelsea fourth, Tottenham fifth, this is painful. Man United sixth, and Arsenal seventh.
Crazy stuff. If you lot don't even get Europe. We're talking about Wolves are in Europe right now.
Do you not get Europe?
You don't get Europe for 7th.
But Wolves finished 7th.
Did they finish 7th?
Yeah, you get Europe for 7th, but it's qualifiers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, imagine qualifiers.
It gets worse.
Oh, that's painful to think about. But listen, guys, down in the comments, what do you make of both Arsenal and Manchester United?
Where do you think Arsenal will finish? Where do you think United will finish? How do you think their Christmas period's going to go, them fixtures round there?
Let us know down in the comments.
Alright guys, finishing off, we're going to be going through the games for this weekend's fixtures.
Premier League
fixtures. There's some games here that are a bit sticky for some teams and it'll be interesting. Firstly, Liverpool versus Watford.
Liverpool win.
That's 3 points for Liverpool. We don't even want to waste time on that one. Burnley, Newcastle.
It's going to be the most. I think that's probably going to be the most boring game.
But I feel like Newcastle will get the 3 points. I feel like they just got enough.
I'd agree.
Chelsea, Bournemouth. Now that's going to be an interesting game because you know Bournemouth are a team that like to attack you.
Yeah,
and it's
that's right.
If you put it on Chelsea right now, they're looking a bit like, what do I do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. What are you saying for that game? I would say 1-1 or 2-2.
I think it could
be a draw.
I don't think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win either way. Because it's just one of them fixtures where you look at it. Chelsea ain't in good form, and Bournemouth can be a dangerous side.
They can be a dangerous
when they want to be. When they want to be in like You got to be looking at it. Chelsea been shaky. It's looking a bit mad for Chelsea right now. But whether it's just a small blip in the season,
we'll see.
We'll see in it. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 win either way.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Fair enough.
Leicester, Norwich.
Leicester win.
Yeah, Leicester win. I'm looking 3-4-1. I feel like Norwich will score, but
we are now at the point where we just say Leicester won.
Yeah, same way we said it about Liverpool. It's crazy stuff.
It's mad.
Sheffield United, Aston Villa.
Again, do you know what? I'm not even going to say it's going to be a boring game because I've been very impressed by Sheffield United this year since they've come up. Chris Wilde has done a madness. Chris
I reckon they'll get the 3 points in that game.
Yeah, okay.
They're playing at home and that.
Yeah, home advantage. Sheffield United have had a decent season. Yeah, they'll probably win that one.
The late kickoff on Saturday is Southampton, West Ham.
This is the new relegation form derby. I said relegation form derby about Arsenal, West Ham. We've won a game now, so we're absolutely fine. I don't know what it is yet, but something inside me says that Southampton are going to win this one.
Yeah, 100%.
And that will be the game that Pellegrini gets sacked because you can't lose to Southampton. In 2019-20, you can't lose to Southampton.
They've put in good performances everywhere they've gone.
Have they?
Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
us.
Cool.
And
you lot.
I don't even think it was a situation where they played good. It was just a situation where we played that bad.
Let me look here.
You get what I mean though? Like, we just played dreadfully. I wouldn't... Obviously, you've got to give them credit where credit's due, but they weren't like, oh, wow. Like,
no, the last 10 minutes of that game, they could have scored bare goals and they were creating a lot, and it was like, that's definitely not the 9-0 side that we saw that couldn't even string 2 passes together. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's true. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a Southampton win. To be honest.
On to Sunday super special 2:00 kickoff. We've got United versus Everton.
I mean, United have to.
That's another banana peel game for United.
I mean, I personally don't agree. Obviously, we spoke about that already. But United have to win this one to like solidify the fact that they're back.
Yeah.
To say the least.
And Everton, they're going to be on a high anyway from their win against Chelsea. Yeah. My man's probably the whole week spent drilling into the players.
You know the thing is though, I feel sorry for Duncan Ferguson because you know it's not going to last because it's going to be Emery. It's going to be.
What do you think Emery's
It's going to be Everton. Everton get Emery. It's going to be like that. I find it mad. That's what I'm saying. But I think it's going to happen. Like
the board know not to get Emery. Like it just didn't work well.
No, but the thing is, I feel like Emery would suit a team like Everton. Like you've seen, it's just fair enough. He had his time at Sevilla, but when you're.
But I feel like they'll definitely give Duncan Ferguson time. They'll definitely give him. That's one thing they will give him, and that's one thing a lot of managers don't get. But I feel like he'll get time, maybe to the end of the season.
I don't agree with you purely based off the fact that I don't know if they can. Same thing with Freddie. Why I'm a bit weary about January. I don't know if you can trust an interim with a January transfer window.
He doesn't really need to get any players though. They got a decent
I think they
squad.
do because they've not had a good season. Obviously, you can blame Marco Silva or you want, but if you don't,
I feel like they've got a good enough season for him not to have to dip into the transfer market.
They need to sign 1 or 2 players.
Where they've got a decent midfield, they've got a decent defence, and they've got a decent attacking option.
Have they got a decent defence though?
Yeah, they got Yeremina, they got that Keane guy, they got Dina left back.
They're Dina's good. Yeah, I get that, but they're just names otherwise. Like they've not been standout. They need some standout players now. Otherwise, they're in trouble. They're in trouble.
Another 2:00 kickoff. We've got Wolves against the mighty Spurs. I reckon we'll get that 3-1. As much as it's going to be a hard game, I feel like we're going to withstand a lot of the pressure that Wolves are going to give us.
Oh, I wouldn't say 3-1. I reckon you'll win, but I think it will be closer than that. I'll probably say 2-1 Tottenham.
Then the 4:30 kickoff, Arsenal versus City.
Oh dear. Can we move on?
Watch the picture I'm going to post after Arsenal lose. I'm so ready for that.
Can we move on?
No, we can't. Arsenal versus City. I'm saying 3-1 City.
I thought you was gonna. Thank you, because I thought you was gonna say a lot higher.
Nah, because was it last season where they beat you 3-1 like twice in 2 weeks?
3-0. 3-0 twice in 2 weeks.
That's even worse.
Carabao Cup final and then the league.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't even want to think about that time because I remember it. Yeah, that's when it first started snowing.
Yeah.
That was the coldest I've ever been in my life. I remember because I didn't get a ticket for the game. I thought I had a ticket, but I didn't get a ticket. I went all the way up to the Emirates. Had to go sit in a pub, which was warm. But then when you've been warm for such a certain amount of time, you come out into that cold again, snow. I think it was like -5 at times like this. It was a bad day all in all. My hands, I was obviously holding a mic, so my hands like stuck like that. I'm having to pry my hands open to get the mic.
What do you reckon the score for that game would be? Honestly. Because obviously you got Emmerdale Cup on Wednesday.
I'm gonna be optimistic. 2-1 City.
Man's an optimistic 2-1 City.
Because you can't say, oh, we're gonna win this.
City are definitely
Man
gonna have a point to prove as well.
And exactly, as I keep saying, this is an off-form City. So I don't feel like we're gonna get absolutely battered. If you get what I mean.
No, but I also feel like City do have a point to prove, and there's no other game better than Arsenal.
But you're not exactly proving a point against Arsenal anymore, are you?
And then obviously on Monday we've got Crystal Palace Brighton.
I find it so hard to believe that this is actually a derby.
Well, what derby is it?
It's like something to do with it's some stupid reason in here. It's something to do with like a motorway or something.
Because I feel like Crystal Palace, South London, Brighton is...
People, down in the comments, if one of you, if any of you can explain what is the derby between Crystal Palace and Brighton? I know that they hate each other. I just don't know the reason why. And surely a motorway cannot be the reason behind it. But in terms of that, I think...
Quick question. You know the video I sent of Paul Merson? You can put the video in now. What was your honest views of that?
I don't think we can put the video in for copyright reasons.
Oh,
so, honest opinion, what one are you talking about?
The one where he was like, he doesn't know if the North London Derby is the biggest fixture for Arsenal players. And
it's chatting rubbish.
Because I feel like whether you're a Spurs player or an Arsenal player, as soon as you get to that club, you know you can't lose the North London Derby. Like, you can lose Arsenal versus Man United, you can lose Tottenham versus Man United, but you do not lose North London Derby.
Listen.
Whether you was born in this country or not, you come to Spurs or Arsenal, you do not lose North London Derby. So you can't, Paul Merson can't sit there and say, he doesn't know if the players care anymore or they'd rather beat Chelsea and United, because no, once you go to a club, you play for that club. So you eat, sleep and breathe that club. So you know North London Derby is the game that we have to win. Yeah, listen, Paul, you're an Arsenal legend and I've got a lot of respect. I've got a lot of respect for you, but I don't have a clue what you was talking about there. I can't lie. It's still, for me, it's still the biggest derby in the world in terms of what it means to the fans. Yeah, what it means to the... Obviously not the world, innit? Because obviously South America, they got their little... Yeah, but there's more... What I'm saying is there's more attention. Yeah. There's more attention. Like, because that's a blockbuster. I'm telling you, apart from like Liverpool City, and probably not even Liverpool City anymore, Premier League fans, that's the game you want to see. Exactly. North London Derby, that's the game that's got the most animosity. I don't know if it's just Arsenal fans and Tottenham fans, but I'm sure you look at the calendar and think, when's the North London Derby? Yeah. 100%. Is that just us? If North London Derby was this week, everyone would be saying, North London Derby, North London. Obviously, Arsenal and United is also a big fixture just because of the banter. Because when you look at it, the Manchester Derby isn't, obviously it's a local rivalry, but it's not like rivals. Yeah. Like Manchester Derby was literally last week, and it wasn't as, it was Manchester Derby, but you would remember if it was North London. When you look at big derbies, like, again, it's hard to call Liverpool United a derby because they're not. They just got the most history. That's an out and out rivalry. Yes, United City's a derby, but that is the biggest derby in the world for me, 100%. Leave a comment down below. What do you think is the best rivalry or the best derby in the Premier League? So whether that's Arsenal United, whether it's United Liverpool, whether it's Manchester Derby, Brighton Palace, whether it's Merseyside Derby, or whether it's North London Derby, because I know everyone, when you see, it's North London Derby, that's the one you're looking forward to, because you know how much the fans hate each other. The Liverpool Man United, the fans hate each other, but do they really, like, do you know what I mean? They hate each other, but do they really hate each other as much as Arsenal and Tottenham fans hate each other? When North London Derby Day comes, you wouldn't even speak to an Arsenal fan, because your head's so focused. Well, we have to. Yeah, we have to. Unfortunately. But that's it. That's it, pretty much. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave questions down below. We haven't done questions this week, but don't forget to leave questions down below on our socials. Anything you want us to talk about, what also you want us to do on the show. I feel like we're going to be getting more creative with this show, starting to do more things that are interesting, more interactive with you guys. So just let us know down below what you want us to do. And without further ado, make sure to check out the CheekySport social medias down in the description. Our social media is going to be here as well. Right here. Make sure, obviously, big up Tariq. Been a good episode. My bro. Good luck for the Christmas period. Because you're going to need that. We need all the luck we can get. But saying that, I'm out. Peace. Let's go.